Good evening, I'm Scott Beadle with St. George News at 8. The FBI says they believe they've captured the barrel-chested bandit. Authorities identified the alleged bank robber as 50-year-old Anthony James Lane and named him as a suspect in 11 bank robberies across Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado. Those robberies took place between last August and early February. Lane was arrested by FBI agents without incident Tuesday in Tucson, Arizona, according to a statement issued by the Bureau. Google personnel provided authorities with a tip that led to the arrest of a Washington City man Tuesday on felony charges of sexual exploitation of a minor. In December, Google reps filed a tip that a user had uploaded child porn to their email, according to the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Through the IP address, the suspect was identified as 24-year-old Isaiah Tamplin. On Tuesday, members of the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force executed a search warrant on Tamplin's residence. Deputies say when Tamplin was questioned, he admitted to downloading the image, then uploading it to his email. A Washington City man was arrested Saturday night for aggravated assault, among other charges, following an alleged dispute over a truck. Authorities say 55-year-old Peter Paget called 911, reporting that a person had a gun to his head at a Washington City residence and that person was trying to kill him. Police say Paget's call proved to be untrue. He was arrested and taken to the Washington County Purgatory Correctional Facility. According to Utah court documents, Paget had been arrested recently for another incident where he allegedly lied to police about an emergency. A driver's failure to yield triggered a collision on Sunset Boulevard in St. George this morning, according to police. Officers say around 11:45, a woman was driving a white Ford F-150 west on Sunset Boulevard when she struck a red Mitsubishi at 1300 West and Sunset. The pickup driver's brakes locked up and she just couldn't stop in time. The Mitsubishi driver was cited for failure to yield and for having no insurance. Both drivers suffered minor injuries but turned down medical transport. Due to concerns over alleged recent acts of intimidation and violence, the Utah GOP has asked the state's congressional delegation last week to either delay holding town hall meetings or hold teletown halls instead. The state GOP repeated those concerns again Monday, citing an advisory from the House Sergeant-at-Arms telling members of Congress to maintain enhanced security awareness. The advisory comes in the wake of some raucous town hall meetings where House Republicans have been blasted over potentially getting rid of the Affordable Care Act. Some cases have also involved a general opposition toward other objectives of President Donald Trump and his administration. The latest memos released by the Trump administration outline a sweeping plan to detain and deport undocumented immigrants, but the White House insists mass deportation is not the goal. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson goes into meetings in Mexico. Stephanie Ramos reports from Washington.
Today at the White House, President Trump talking money at his federal budget meeting.
I want the American people to know that our budget will reflect their priorities.
No details about how the administration will pay for many items on his agenda, including the border wall and the anticipated increase in border agents. But President Trump did call the current budget a mess.
The finances of our country are a mess, but we're going to clean them up.
Today, Trump also met privately with his Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, who heads to Mexico to sit down with President Peña Nieto. The administration insists that meeting is not a cleanup job after Mexico's president canceled his meeting with Trump at the White House last month.
The relationship with Mexico is phenomenal right now.
Trump's immigration crackdown has some immigrants petrified of being split up from their families. These new rules issued by the Department of Homeland Security put the majority of the country's 11 million undocumented immigrants at risk of deportation. Immigration and Border Patrol agents ordered to deport anyone convicted of any criminal offense. These new guidelines, however, do not affect dreamers, those brought to the U.S. illegally as children.
Right now, the focus is on keeping the country safe.
President Trump is also reversing President Obama's directive regarding school bathrooms. The administration says decisions about transgender bathroom usage should be up to individual cities and states. Wells Fargo has fired 4 senior managers in connection to the sales practices scandal at the bank. Also, none of those managers will get a bonus for 2016. Wells Fargo admitted its workers opened roughly 2 million bank and credit card accounts without customer permission. The bank already fired about 5,300 lower-level workers. Your Southern Utah weather is up next.
Programming brought to you by Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone.
You're watching Southern Utah's own Channel 8 KCSG.
Please state your name.
It's Agnes.
All right, Magnus. I'll start at your previous level.
No, it's Agnes.
Level 985.
Stop! Cancel!
Canceling is for quitters, Magnus.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Agnes, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Helpful staff, unlimited fitness training, no gym intimidation. Only $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
You're watching Southern Utah's own Channel 8 KCSG.
Sun River, St. George.
With an 18-hole championship golf course, award-winning amenities, and over 50 clubs and groups, you'll discover why Sun River St. George is truly resort-style living. Go to sunriver.com for more info. You've got to figure out how to turn 55.
Experiment. We buy, sell, trade, and repair computers, tablets, and phones. Located 558 Riverside Drive, Suite 112, or find us online at experiment.com. Experience Mac computers in a whole new way.
And good evening. Welcome back, everyone. A winter weather advisory goes into effect here overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning for the areas here in white on our map, indicating basically from about Cedar City up to Beaver and extreme northern parts of St. George seeing this winter weather advisory in effect. Overnight tonight, could see several inches of snow, especially in the higher elevations, about 2 to 4 inches expected before you wake up early tomorrow morning. It looks like some little rain here in St. George, though. May see a few showers move through as we go through the day on our Thursday. So surface map does show, again, that little bit of snow making its way back into some of the higher elevations here in Utah. Just breezy and cooler weather, though, filtering back in to parts of southern Utah throughout the day on our Thursday. Then our weather eyes turn to Sunday and Monday when our next system comes through. That could be the one that brings a little bit of snow to our area here. Even in St. George, could be seeing a little bit of snow by Sunday and Monday as our next system moves in, and even seeing those lowering snow levels in our mountain areas too by early next week as a late weekend storm comes through the area. Again, as temperatures cool off, we could see those little bit of snow developing. Something to keep an eye on, definitely, for early next week. But for your Thursday, a lot of sunshine back, a little breezy and a little cool. Could see an isolated shower around the area as well. As we get to your Friday, then close to normal temperatures continue. Not only Friday, but really through the weekend. Highs staying in the low to mid 50s in most areas here in St. George. But again, you get into some of the higher elevations by Cedar City and up near Beaver. Could see temperatures fall back into the 40s. And then some rain chances return late Saturday night into early Sunday. Again, that's where you could see some of that light rain change to some light snow in some areas by the time we get to early next week. Something to definitely keep an eye on here over the next several days. Let's take a look at our forecast for your Thursday. Again, a few clouds out there to start today. Could be a few showers around 2, about 39 degrees in St. George at 7 o'clock in the morning. By noon, 42, partly to mostly sunny skies, and could be close to 50 by the time we get to the afternoon hours of our Thursday. Here's a look at our high temperatures from today. Basically upper 50s to low to mid 60s in most areas. We saw a high of 64 degrees in St. George, 55 degrees up in Cedar City, 63 degrees in Las Vegas, 66 the high today in Mesquite. So we'll watch that system come in here overnight tonight, again bringing that winter weather advisory to areas just to the north of St. George through Cedar City up into Beaver, seeing that winter weather advisory into tomorrow morning. Could see several inches of snow in the higher elevations as you wake up on Thursday morning. But for tonight, temperatures dip back into the teens in Cedar City, 18 degrees by tomorrow morning. Otherwise, 30s around the area, 37 from Mesquite to 36 degrees for the low in St. George. As we head into your Thursday, we get back at least near 50 in St. George and Mesquite with partly to mostly sunny skies. Still a few clouds around for Cedar City as a high temperature reaches 36. Winds out of the north-northwest as high as 10 to 15 miles per hour. That 7-day forecast, still seeing temperatures in the 50s as we head to Friday. Mostly sunny skies expected. A little bit warmer for the weekend, at least back into the mid-50s by Saturday. Still partly to mostly sunny skies. Could see that rain move in and then could be changed to a little bit of snow by Sunday and Monday. Something to definitely keep an eye on with that next system that moves into the area early next week. But again, overnight tonight, just if you're heading up to Cedar City, that area of their viewing area, you're going to see again some snowfall with that winter weather advisory in effect. St. George itself not underneath the winter weather advisory. We're going to be warm enough. We're going to see mainly rain, but again, don't have to go very far north to find that winter weather advisory and that little bit of snow overnight tonight.
Hey, you know, it is still winter.
It still is winter. Yes, February and winter. Definitely have that in the forecast the next couple days.
All right, thanks, Chris. Look at what's popped up. After the break, we head to a cafe where a breakfast favorite is the main attraction.
The Assistance League of Southern Utah hosted their annual Spring Benefit Dinner and Auction Saturday, February 11th at the Sun River Ballroom. The event raised funds for the all-volunteer organizations programs that support Washington County School District.
Assistance League is an organization, it's a 501c3, and we focus on doing the best that we can for the children in our community.
Through their signature program, Operation School Bell, financially disadvantaged children receive new clothing, shoes, undergarments, toiletries, and more.
This year we clothed 750 children, buying school clothing for them, and we also have several literacy programs.
Since becoming a chapter in 2008, the nonprofit organization has been addressing the needs of over 8,000 children living in homes below the poverty level in Washington County. Programs like Operation School Bell are provided to local Title I schools. The Title I program provides students with after-school and before-school programs, computers, materials, training, and tutoring for at-risk students. The additional resources help to ensure that all students have a fair and equal opportunity to high-quality education.
What we know is that government can't be the answer for everything, of course, and so we need individuals, we need not-for-profit organizations to deal with health care needs, to deal with education needs, and clothing and housing needs. These are all things that no one entity can do.
Research has shown that through programs like Operation School Bell, students benefit from a better sense of worth and value. This results in better performance academically, greater dedication to attendance, and staying in school. That makes a difference for their future. For KCSG Television, I'm Dawn McLean.
If you're a Pop-Tart fan, listen up. This week, Kellogg's has converted its breakfast bar in New York City into a Pop-Tart cafe. Yeah, they're turning Pop-Tarts into pizza, tacos, and even fries. It's a new take on some familiar dishes that use Pop-Tarts as the main ingredient. For example, the personal Pop-Tarts pizza will have a crust made of brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts with a strawberry filling taking the place of the tomato sauce, and the frosting as cheese. The pepperoni is actually dried fruit slices.
An interesting take on, Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, it sounds like a very sweet way to start the morning.
Yeah, something you maybe want for dessert. I'm not sure for full breakfast, but hey,
Yeah, I think I would probably go dessert rather than breakfast.
Exactly.
Thanks for watching.
Hope you have a great night.
You're watching Southern Utah's own Channel 8 KCSG.
My name is Alvaro Terrazas.
I'm Chelsea Gutierrez.
I'm Jessica Garcia.
I'm Christian Linares.
And you're watching KCSG Television.
You're watching Southern Utah's own Channel 8 KCSG.